Hi, my name is Artista Baker, and I am a psychology major as well as minoring in Black Women Studies. I am a senior, so this is my last semester. I will be graduating in just a couple of weeks, and I will be talking about Psych Your Mind, the internship that I had for this class. And so let's get right into it. In terms of how I found this internship, I was talking to Mr. Stephen Young about wanting to get into an internship before I graduated, and I had told him that I wanted to work within the Black community, specifically working with Black women, and he immediately suggested this internship, and I loved what he was describing. He told me to get in contact with the site coordinator, Miss Joseph, and I did immediately. And once I got an interview and I got accepted, I was so excited. And that's kind of my journey on how I started, or how I found and started Psych Your Mind. And yeah, that's how I found it. I've been doing this for about a semester, so that's about 4 months. And yeah, that's how I got into it. So let's talk about the what ifs that I had while interning at Psych Your Mind. The typical what ifs that I feel like everybody has is, what if the site coordinator doesn't like me? What if the existing team doesn't like me there? What if I do a bad job? Just things like that were ruminating in my mind. And so I felt like that kind of hindered me in the very beginning because I was just afraid to mess up. And one day I had asked for an advice from my graduate TA, in which case he told me to, just not be afraid to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. That's what makes people human. And he says, the worst thing you could do is make a mistake and then try to hide it. So when he told me that, I felt like the weight on my shoulders kind of dropped down. And I felt like there was this release of pressure, because I felt like there was no need to feel like I have to be perfect. And just from his advice, I kind of, I would say, just felt so much lighter from then on, to the point where now I just feel so comfortable. I feel like that kind of boosted our relationship too, to where it was just a little bit closer than before. And now sometimes, like, I'll ask him for advice and he'll give it to me, he'll encourage me. And I think that's really helpful. And that really stopped the what ifs that was going on in my mind. So in regards to my goal progression, some of the goals I'll list it off, as well as it is on my Psych Your Mind mini poster. I wanted to be an effective note taker. I wanted to learn what it would take to be a good counselor, and that was just through observations of the therapist there. I also wanted to get over my social anxiety, and I think from compared to the beginning to now, I think I got a good grasp on my goals. I'm still not completely there to where I feel like I've mastered them. I think that will take a bit longer than, the general semester weeks, the general 16 weeks that I've been at Psych Your Mind. But I think I've done a pretty good job. I would say, with social anxiety, that's just something that's going to take a long time to get over. But in regards to my other two goals, being an effective note taker, I think I've gotten a lot quicker with my notes. I feel a lot more confident in what I write, and feeling a sense of, if I had to go back and read them, then I could get a good grasp of what I was trying to write, as well as being able to observe Miss Joseph and the other therapists there. I feel like I do have some good sense of what it means to be a good therapist, and how to kind of, how should I say, relate to clients who come from all different backgrounds. So I think I did a really good job with my goal progression. In regards to the role feedback and evaluation, I believe Ms. Joseph was very spot on with her evaluations of me, specifically the most recent evaluation, in which case she said that I should be more confident in my work. And she also said that I've done a really good job at the site, and that I should kind of lean into that more and be more confident with the work. and I absolutely I do think that she's correct. I kind of talked about this when I was discussing my social anxiety. I do feel like that kind of gets into the way of how I feel about myself and my confidence in my work. And so to have my psych coordinator kind of give me tips and pointers in regards to getting over that, as well as giving me that reassurance that I am doing a good job, and so I should be proud of myself for that, was really helpful. And this is just kind of reaffirming my want to stay at this internship for as long as I can. So in terms of sources of fulfillment, I feel like I got a lot of fulfillment from the work that I've done. I feel like because of my work and with my assistance, I've helped people who may be seeking therapy along the way, towards, you know, the steps of actually being face to face with therapists and figuring out their problems or whatever issues they might want to discuss with a therapist. I feel like that's very fulfilling to me. I feel like I am helping people. I also found fulfillment in my relationships with the therapist there, as well as my psych coordinator. I feel like the team before I got there was like one big family, and I feel like I am in addition to that. I feel very included. I feel a lot closer to them, to where I have some of their phone numbers. I can reach them if I need help immediately, and I think that is such a good thing, and that helped me feel a lot more comfortable being at the site. So in terms of leaving a footprint, I would have to say I don't know if I necessarily left a footprint just yet, only because I want to continue to stay at this internship even after this semester and even after I graduate. And I also feel like I'm just now kind of getting my footing in place. I still feel like I have a lot of room to grow, so I'm still learning, and I'm not really towards the end of that journey just yet. So I don't think I left a lasting footprint. I will hope to in the future, but for right now, especially with my want to stay at this internship, I don't think I've left a footprint just yet though. So one of the reasons why I even wanted to get an internship, and the reasons why I was so excited about this internship, was because I wanted to see what it is like to be a counselor. And so now that I've gotten the chance to be a part of this team, I feel like I've got a good grasp on what it will take to be a good counselor, and I will apply this internship in my journey, especially when I start applying for grad school, and as I make my steps to becoming a counselor myself. So I will definitely apply this experience. I'll always have this experience in the back of my mind as I'm working towards my own journey of wanting to become a therapist. I can just kind of, I would say, kind of have the same values as the therapists that I've met here have. I think they're very effective therapists. I think they're great, and I would love to be like them in the future. So yeah, that is my presentation. This is my little mini poster, my YouTube mini video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.